Good morning, everyone. Today we will complete the second unit, soil-water-plant relationship and water requirements of crops. Concerns. Research has made considerable advances over the last few decades, and a large number of new techniques and methodologies have been made available for direct use in irrigation scheduling. Crop water requirement methodologies such as introduced by FAO make it possible to routinely estimate actual evapotranspiration from climatic data using a crop coefficient combined with the reference evapotranspiration. Water stress indicators, which help to identify and quantify plant water stress. They include the application of tensiometers sensing the soil water potential in irrigated crops, the canopy temperature, the leaf elongation rate, the leaf water potential, the variations in stem diameter, or the sap flow fluxes. Water yield functions, which reproduce the effects of limited water availability on crop yields, including the variable sensitivity to water stress at different crop growth stages. Simulation models with different degrees of sophistication which can reproduce the complexity of process and may include decision support tools. A large number of methods and tools have been developed to determine when the crop requires water and when irrigation needs to be applied. Soil monitoring methods include gravimetric determinations, tensiometers, and gypsum blocks, as well as neutron probes and more recently introduced devices which use electromagnetic and dielectric constant correlations. Although some of the soil and crop devices have been in use for a long time and have shown their validity, their use has been restricted in most cases to the industrial farms or irrigation advisors and researchers. Irrigation scheduling based on soil-water balance determination has become the most commonly practiced scheduling tool as estimates on evapotranspiration and crop water requirements have been considerably refined over the last few decades and much research findings and information is available on this aspect. Models per se have proved difficult to run for farmers. In particular, real-time models have proved, even in well-managed farms, to be difficult to adopt despite efforts to facilitate availability and transfer of data. Most farmers have a pretty good idea of when to irrigate, and in many cases, the refinement offered by scientific scheduling does not provide enough benefits to offset the costs and inputs required for the use of the irrigation scheduling methods. Conclusions. Considerable progress has been made in the development of irrigation scheduling methods, and there is a gradual increase in the adoption of irrigation scheduling tools by farmers. The methodology level of the farmer will determine the choice of the irrigation scheduling method. Industry farms and farms with high-value cash crops are more likely to adopt and invest in sophisticated scheduling methods. The support and collaboration of the expert irrigation advisor will determine the rate of success in the adoption of the irrigation scheduling technology. Recommendations. Specific recommendations concerning the use and further development of the various irrigation scheduling techniques were made. For low technology situations, the following scheduling methods were considered more appropriate. Predetermined irrigation schedules based on average crop or soil or climate situations. Simple operational rules with guidelines on fixed intervals and constant water application should be developed. For high and intermediate technology situations, use of plant water stress observations, use of weather data for soil water balance models which may include simulations of crop growth, water table movement, nitrogen leaching and salinity effects, use of weather forecast models. Under conditions of water shortage, use of soil water content measurements, use of plant water stress observations, use of water weather data, and irrigation scheduling models. Under conditions of adequate water supply, use of plant water stress observations, use of weather data and irrigation scheduling models, predetermine irrigation schedules for given crop or soil or climate situations. Future research should investigate scheduling techniques adapted to irrigation systems with equitable and flexible water delivery, scheduling techniques which account for water restrictions imposed by climate or by the delivery system before or during the growing season. Practical tools and decision support systems, which will integrate the farming system and the crop yield value to be taken into account and which can be adapted to various levels of water supply and water shortages. That was all for today. Thank you.